Sports Network, home of the champions of the past, present, and or future. Hello, welcome to the program for this 27th day of July, 2021. We go back to Saturday in the park, Shy Park. It's not the 4th of July. It's October 1st. I'm Ron Juckett. Welcome to the program. We have two games for you today. We start, well, the whole premise of the day is we have a flat-footed tie in the National League. The Brooklyn Dodgers and St. Louis Cardinals both have 2 games left to their season. They are both 91 and 61. Brooklyn is in Philadelphia for the first of 2. They play the 77 and 75 Philadelphia Phillies. You'll see that game first. It'll be Ralph Branca against Ken Heinzelman at Shy Park. Later, the second game of our twin bill will be from Wrigley Field in Chicago, where the 97-loss Chicago Cubs host the St. Louis Cardinals. I'd say the advantage is St. Louis, but Brooklyn, if they keep winning, they can force a playoff or win it outright. What's going to happen? I have no idea, but the march to the World Series and Yankee Stadium begins in earnest right now. As Retro Sports Network presents Major League Replay 1949. Today, a doubleheader starting first from Shy Park in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, where the Philadelphia Phillies host the Brooklyn Dodgers. And today's game is brought to you by DigitalDice.com, the best darn podcast on the web for your sports simulation and replay needs. Find us today on Spotify, Spreaker, iTunes, or wherever else fine podcasts are listed. Well, it's an early start. Why are you so fuzzy? My goodness. Okay, you do what you do. There we go. That looks a lot better. Why, hi there. I'm Ron Juckett again. Welcome to the program. So, we're going to do today's games by time zone. You get the Dodgers and the Phillies first, and then you'll get the Cardinals and the Cubs. What we're doing on Thursday, your guess is as good as mine. If a team has a chance to clinch, that is, if we get a split result today, you'll get the team that can win it outright on Thursday. If both teams remain the same, then we'll figure out what we're going to do from here. So you could get one game on Thursday. You'll get one game on Thursday. You might get a game on Friday. But for the moment, let's worry about the Dodgers and the Phillies. The Phillies trot out their ace, Ken Heinzelman, out there making his 36th start of the year. He is 17 and 12 with an ERA of 3.78. He is 33 years old, a fastball pitcher at 83, and a standard pitcher. He doesn't favor the ground ball or the fly ball. However, the Dodgers like the lefty in 6 previous starts, 38 and 2/3 innings, 38 hits, 27 runs, 24 earned. He has walked 22 and struck out 14. Against Brooklyn, he is 1-3 with an ERA of 5.59. That's not very good. And both teams are pretty much playing with full regular season lineups today. There is no September call-ups in this group for Philadelphia, nor for Brooklyn. He last pitched at Ebbets Field on the 25th of September, threw a 5-hit shutout, walking 3 and striking out 2. So overall, Heinzelman, 269 1/3 innings, 271 hits, 15 homers, 123 runs, 113 of those earned. I am so sick of the walks. 121 walks and 68 strikeouts. By the way, I am playing the Dodgers and the Cardinals. The computer will control the Phillies and the Cubs. Pee Wee Reese leads off for the Dodgers at short. Eddie Mixis at third will bat second. There's only one lefty in the lineup, and it's Duke Snider, by the way. Carl Furillo, criminally underrated according to some of our followers, and Wright will bat third. Jackie Robinson cleans up at second. Gil Hodges at first will bat fifth. Louis Tickle-Me-Elmo in left will go sixth. Roy Campanella behind the plate will bat seventh. Duke Snyder in center goes 8th, and Ralph Branca, number 13 himself, will bat 9th on the mound and should throw 125 pitches. Defensively for the Phillies, it'll be Del Ennis in left, Richie Ashburn, who's a 10 and an 8 in center, and Nicholson is a 5 and an 8 in right. Puddinhead Jones is at third. He is a 9 there. Gran Hamner, a 5 at short. David Goliath is a 6 at second. Dick Sizzler, the Steakhouse, a 5 at first. Andy Semenick, who, by the way, has had an underappreciated year, is a 6 and a 9 behind the plate. And Heinzelman is an 8 on the mound with a .977 fielding percentage. So 18 innings of championship baseball today. Pee Wee stepping in at 309, 14 homers and 82 RBI. The Dodgers have the tougher road, but baseball is a game that really doesn't go by the book. We'll see. Heinzelman starts the game with a ground ball to third. Jones, a late start, and Pee Wee beats it out. So an infield single for Reese, and he's not going to steal right now. Ennis, by the way, is a 7 and a 7 in left, which makes you want to go for a glass of 7 and 7. Seagram's and 7-Up. Eddie Mixis at 253, no homers, and 6 RBI. By the way, if you own Action PC Baseball and the 1968 season, they have done an upgrade with it. All you got to do is send a note to service@dksports.com and ask for it. I got it within seconds. The Dodger rooting section is there. They are serving, by the way, barbecued goat in center field here at Shy Park. Pitch throw to first. Pee Wee is back. And now you can send him. Hit and run is on. There goes Reese. The throw down to Goliath, and Reese is out. It didn't work. Semenick with a cannon for an arm, and Goliath got the tag down, and so 1949 highlight. Yes. So it's a 1-0 count to Mixis. And there's a ground ball to third. Jones this time will make the play in time. 2 out. Carl Furillo, 326, 25 homers, and 130 RBI. And there's a ground ball to short. Hamner deep in the hole, over to first, and that will retire the side. So Pee Wee thrown out trying to steal second. On the missed hit and run, the Dodgers, no runs, a hit, and no errors. Half an inning in the books, no score. So old number 13, the Hawk, takes the hill. Ralph is a baby at 23 years old. Fastball pitcher at 91 and a fly ball plus pitcher. And that should work to Brooklyn's advantage because this park plays big. By the way, weather in Philadelphia, Philly weather, 76 degrees and the wind is blowing in at 4 miles an hour from left field. Branca, 7 and 10 on the replay with a save and an ERA of 4.01. In September, he is 1 and 1 with a save and an ERA of 1.57. So the Dodgers have, by luck, who they want out here in this big, important game. Against the Phillies, this is his 6th start. He has gone 36 and 2/3 innings, allowed 26 hits, just 6 runs, all earned. He has walked 17 and struck out 26. 2 and 2 with an ERA of 1.47. His last outing was against the Phillies, and he took the loss against Heinzelman, just giving up 1 run. 9 innings, 5 hits. He walked 2 and struck out 9. That is his season high for strikeouts, I believe. 188 1/3 innings on the year, 179 home runs. The fly ball pitcher gives up a lot of dingers. He's given up 28. 90 runs in total, 84 earned. He's walked 95 and struck out 117. This will be the lineup he'll face. This is not a gimme lineup for the Phils. Richie Ashburn leads off in center field. Gran Hamner at short will bat second. Dick Sisler at first will go third. Del Ennis is in left. He will clean up. Andy Semenick, who made that big play in the top of the inning, will catch and bat fifth. Nicholson in right will go sixth. Puddinhead Jones at third will bat seventh. David Goliath, actually Goliath. I'm thinking Davey versus Goliath, but I'm sure I'm wrong there. Anyway, he'll bat eighth and play second. And Heinzelman got out of the first on 7 pitches. Tickle Me Omo is in left as we set the Brooklyn defense. He's a 6 and a 6, I think. Duke Snyder a 9 and an 8 in center. Carl Furillo is an 8 and a 10 in right. Eddie Mixis at third is a 5 Pee Wee Reese a 9 at short. Jackie Robinson an 8 at second. Gil Hodges a 9 at first. Campanella a 9 and a 6 behind the plate. And Branca, not a good fielder. He's a 2 on the mound with a .913 fielding percentage. And just to get this out of the way right now, if it is the Dodgers and the Yankees in the World Series, we are not going to go as played. That World Series was over in 5. I'd love it if we actually had a 6 or 7 game World Series. Ashburn at 276, 2 homers and 52 RBI. Ralph starts his effort with a fly ball to right center field. Snyder is there, 1 out. Olmo is a 2 and a 6 and left. Here's the Hamner. Grand, 264, 6 homers and 57 RBI. I'm still waiting to see what D. Scott's 49 highlight was. Hamner in the left field. Olmo, 2 out. Brings up Dick Sisler, 277, 8 homers and 50 RBI. I'm loving how close these numbers were to real life. And you'll see these today in both games. And whoever we feature on Thursday. We'll not do a doubleheader on Thursday. If we need to do the second game, it would be Friday at noon. Pitch to Sisler. Ground ball to third. Mixes almost on the grass across the way. Got him on a bang-banger. So that will retire the side. Phillies go in order. We go to the second. No score. It'll be Robinson, Hodges, and Olmo. Okay, here it is. May 1st against Philadelphia. Chuck Connors, pinch hitting for Carl Furillo, grounds into a double play in his only career appearance as a Dodger. Wow. Chuck Connors, of course, would play in the NBA. He was a Boston Celtic before Hollywood got to him. He played with someone else in the big leagues, right? It wasn't just the Dodgers. Pitch to Robinson. Jackie draws ball 4. Brings up Gil. Hodges at 317. 24 homers and 115 RBI. For now, Robinson will stay on first. He draws the walk. Heinzelman lost him a 3-1 fastball down low. So runners on first and second for Olmo. Louis at 322. No homers and 17 RBI. As long as the Dodgers win, they control their own destiny. They are tied with the Cardinals at 91 and 61. Mr. Howard says that Mr. Connors played 61 games with the Cubs in 51. Did a career replay. Wow. Yep. What did you do for that? Or which engine? Yep. Yeah, he was actually a pretty decent basketball player. Pitch to Olmo. Louis hits a base hit into left field. Ennis will pick it up. Robinson will round third and score. Hodges goes into third. The Dodgers draw first blood. 1-0. OOTP. Okay. So the Dodgers lead at 1-0 here in the second. Olmo is on first. And Hodges, you can't see him, but he's on third. Campanella at 308. 22 homers and 82 RBI. So runners on the corners and nobody out. Einzelman deals. Popped up. Second base. Goliath on the grass. Hodges will hold one out. And now the Phillies are thinking too. Here's Snyder, the lone lefty in the lineup for Brooklyn. 273. 26 homers and 88 RBI. Remember, today's a doubleheader. Thursday, one game. Pitch to Snyder. In the left field. Hodges will score. Ennis goes and gets it down the line. Almost around third. Ennis has a good arm, and he throws it in the infield. Almost scores without a throw. It's 3-0 Brooklyn. So the Dodgers got the jump start they need. Duke Snyder, a 2-run double. Here it is again. Just right down that line. Hodges scored easily. Olmo was trucking all the way around, too. He rounded third, and they didn't even throw home. And so the Dodgers, a 3-0 lead. Infield in at the corners for Branca with one out. Ralph at 091 will oblige with no homers and 4 RBIs. So it'll be Jones and Sisler playing for the bunt. Einzelman deals, Branca squares, Semenick throws, Goliath's there. Sacrifice works, Snyder to third. 2-4 on the bunt, 2 out. And a big old 3 spot on that electronic scoreboard out in right center field. Actually, it would still be manual, I think, in 49. So top of the lineup now, Pee Wee singled in the first. Einzelman, 9 batters, 32 pitches. An inning and 2/3, 3 hits and 2 walks. That's huge. Here's the pitch. In the right field, Nicholson to the track and will make the catch to retire the side. But the Dodgers give Ralph Branca 3 runs on 2 hits and no errors. We go to the bottom of the second. 3-0 Dodgers. But the top of the heart of the Philly lineup is right now. Ennis, Semenick, and Nicholson. Dell at 277, 18 homers, and 96 RBI. Ground ball to second. Robinson almost on the grass over to first. 1 out. Here's Semenick. We said he has had an underappreciated year. He's hitting 263, 34 home runs. If it wasn't for what Kiner is doing in Pittsburgh, and by the way, we played that game offline, or the computer played that game offline, and Kiner did not homer today. So we'll go on the last day of the season with a chance to break Stan Hack's season single National League record. Semenick has hit 34 homers and driven in 85. 1 out. Branca deals. Ground ball, base hit past Robinson. Pee Wee should have had it, and the Phillies have their first hit for Bill Nicholson. Bill, 242, 12 homers, and 49 RBI. Pitch from Branca. In the left field, that's going to go all the way to the wall. That's extra bases. Semenick will hold it third. Nicholson has himself a stand-up double. And the Phillies, with Willie Jones at the plate, have the tying run on. Or at the plate. This is going to be one of these 2-hour stretches where that roller coaster, no matter who you're rooting for, is going to go twisting and turning like you wouldn't believe. Jones at 262, 19 homers, and 84 RBI. So it's Semenick behind the outcome box on third, and Nicholson on second. And Branca, who's never pitched quite under this much pressure before, trying to hold it together. 1 out, bottom of the second. The pitch struck him out. He got him looking at an 0-2 fastball at the belt. 2 out. That's a big out. And that brings... See, I knew it wasn't Dave. It's Mike Goliath. Mike at 243, 6 homers, and 21 RBI. Branca trying to get out of the jam here in the bottom of the second inning. From the stretch. In the left field, I think he did it. In comes Olmo, makes the catch to retire the side. So the Phils, strand 2. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors. A sigh of relief from the Dodger dugout. A wry smile from Branca. And after 2, it's Brooklyn 3, Philadelphia nothing. So Heinzelman will face Mixes, Ferrillo, and Robinson here in the third. Eddie is 0 for 1. Heinzelman deals. Line drive. Puddinhead is there. 1 out. Ferrillo is 0 for 1. Remember, we're at the extremely rare situation where the magic number is higher than the number of games left. It's 2, including this, and Brooklyn and St. Louis, the magic number is 3. Pitch to Ferrillo. There's a base hit left side. Hamner can't get there. Ennis cuts it off, and Carl's got himself a single. So the 4th hit for the Dodgers brings up Jackie Robinson. Jackie walked and scored in the second. Throw to first. Carl is back. Carl isn't going anywhere. Robinson. Ground ball, base hit right side. Ferrillo will hold at second. Robinson with a wide turn at first, but not with Ferrillo not going anywhere. Jackie's got to go back. Runners on first and second for Gil Hodges, who walked and scored in the second. Heinzelman has walked 2. Phillies could use 2. Hodges. Ball 4, and they're loaded for Louis Olmo. So Ferrillo on third, Robinson on second, Hodges on first, and because we're going to pretend that St. Louis is knowing the result of this game, Brooklyn can get a big lead here. All the pressure goes on the Cardinals next. Olmo singled, has an RBI, his 18th, and eventually scored in the second. 1 out. And the Dodgers have him loaded. Olmo. Ground ball to Heinz to Hamner. Goliath for 1. The throw to first. They got him. So the Dodgers with a chance to put this one away, they can't do it. As Olmo hits into a 6-4-3 double play. And so Brooklyn goes out with a whimper. They leave a runner on. They get a base hit. After 2.5, it's 3-0 Dodgers. And I could hear that "oh crud" all the way from Western Washington. So it'll be Heinzelman, Ashburn, and Hamner to face Branca here in the third. Kenny at 156 with 5 RBI. He does have a double. He has not pitched well, but they're not out of it yet. And Branca got him. A 2-2 fastball at the knees for strike 3. So the opening 9 for Ralph on 29 pitches. 2 in the third innings. 2 hits and 2 strikeouts. Ashburn is 0 for 1. There's a ground ball up the middle. Pee-wee by the bag at second. Over to first. 2 out. Branca pitches like this. The Dodgers will be sitting pretty in about 45 minutes. Here's Hamner. Grant is 0 for 1. There's a pop-up right side. Hodges, will he have room? No. Somebody from Wilmington, Delaware made that catch. Count is full to Hamner. 5 hits for the Dodgers, 2 for the Phillies. Here's the pitch. There's a line drive, and Hodges snares it, and that will retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the 4th. Brooklyn 3, Philadelphia nothing. So Campanella, Snyder, and Branca. Well, we'll show you this. And the only thing that matters are those first 2 teams. Everyone else has golf clubs out unless you're the Yankees. The Giants have clinched 3rd. Pittsburgh has clinched 4th. There's no changes coming up in the NL. The Cardinals have won 5 straight, and they have the 97 lost Cubs next. So, honestly, I think coming into today's stream, the onus was on Brooklyn. And the only thing that can change hands in the American League, Boston may end up 2nd. Unless the Yankees win them both, and then Cleveland will finish 2nd. Campanella, Snyder, and Branca here in the top of the 4th. Roy is 0 for 1. In the left field, Ennis. 1 out. Makes a catch against the top of the fence, by the way, or against the wall. Rubs his shoulders on that Wise potato chip ad. Maybe he'll actually get a bag. Rubbing his shoulder. Here's Snyder. Duke had that big 2-run double down the line and left in the 2nd. This time around, a ground ball to 3rd. Jones this time makes a fantastic stop. Over to 1st in time. 2 out. Snyder looked at the first base umpire and he said, "No, he got you." Here's Branca. Branca bunted his first time up. Pitch from Heinzelman. Ball 4, a beer league walk. 3-0 fastball was inside. How do you walk the pitcher? So Heinzelman is opening 18 on 71 pitches, 3 2/3 innings, 5 hits, and 4 walks. Pee Wee 1 for 2. He walked him. So that's 5 for Heinzelman. I will not miss the walks. Trust me. Here's Mixus. Eddie is 0 for 2. Dodgers threatening again. 2 on, 2 out. Heinzelman takes a deep breath. Wind now blowing in from center at 4 on a gorgeous October afternoon in Philadelphia. Semenick calms him down. Ken delivers. Eddie down the line at 3rd. Jones is there. Goes to Goliath for the sure out, and the Dodgers get nothing and like it. No runs, no hits. They leave 2 more on after 3.5. 3-0 Dodgers. So Sisler, Ennis, and Semenick to face Branca here in the 4th. Dick is 0 for 1. Popped up. Left side, Mixus. Nope. Somebody from South Philadelphia, born and raised, made that catch, and the count is 1 and 2. Remember, if you're just joining us for our normal noon slot, this is a doubleheader day. Dodgers lead the Phillies in the bottom of the 4th, 3-0, and then we go to Wrigley for St. Louis and the Cubs. Pitch to Sisler. Got him. Branca got him on a 1-2 fastball in at the knees. So 1 out for Ennis, who's 0 for 1. Dell right up the box. Pee Wee over to 1st, 2 out. And bring up Semenick. Andy singled his first time up. Ball 4. Branca lost him on a full count fastball. Brings up Nicholson, who doubled his 9th of the year. His last time up, 2 out, 1 on. Here's a ground ball to Robinson. He goes to first, and that will retire the side. So the Phils leave on a runner after the walk. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the 5th. It's 3-0 Dodgers. So as we come on to our normal sign-on time on a Tuesday, my name is Ron Juckett. Welcome to the program. The date of this game is October 1st, Saturday, 1949. And we're playing two today. The first from Philadelphia, the Dodgers and the Phillies. And then we'll go to Wrigley for the Cardinals and the Cubs. Carl Furillo is 1 for 2. He's got himself a single. And he grounds out one to short. Hamner in the hole. Over to Sisler. 1 out. Brings up Robinson. Jackie now has 216 hits on the year. He has walked and singled and scored in the second. All 3 Dodger runs came in the second inning. Ground ball to first. Sisler to the bag himself. 2 out. Brings up Hodges. Gill has not taken the bat off the shoulders yet. He's walked twice. Einzelman's pitch. There's a fly ball to left. Ennis will come in. He'll make the catch. And we're halfway home in game 1 of our twin bill. No runs, no hits, no errors. The Dodgers doing their part. They're up 3-0. And we'll be back right after this. If you join us late, here's how we got here. Louis Olmo with an RBI single to score Jackie Robinson in the second, made a 1-0 Brooklyn. Then Duke Snyder doubled down the line and left to score 2 to make it 3-0. In the third, Louis Olmo grounded into a double play with the bases loaded, and that stifled a Brooklyn rally, and that's where we stand, 3-0 through 4.5. It's already there, Ron. Ralph Branca, the boy wonder for the Dodgers, is a 2-hitter going through 4. Einzelman, 5-hitter through 5. He's given up 3 earned runs and walked 5. I looked at one point. The Dodgers close the season with Don Newcomb, I think, tomorrow. Yep, it'll be Newcomb tomorrow with a chance to clinch the pennant. Maybe. And then if in a playoff, remember to be best of 3, I would be thinking Rowe, Hatton, and then probably, I'm not sure who we would go with in game 3 if needed, but so it would be Hatton in either game 1 of the World Series or game 1 against the Cardinals. Anyway, it'll be Willie Jones who's 0 for 1. Willie has struck out his first time up. Branca has fanned 3 as we start the bottom of the 5th. Base hit right center field. That might be 2. Jones takes a wide turnaround, and that's the 3rd hit rather for the Phils. So here's Goldie. It Mike can't bunt. Don't need to worry about that. regardless of what happens between now and 1:30, it's all coming down to tomorrow. Pitch to Goliath. Got him. Ralph got him to chase a 92-mile-an-hour fastball. Brings up Heinzelman. Mixus and Hodges play for the bunt. Heinzelman. Base hit left field. Olmo will pick it up. Jones will try for third. Olmo has a decent arm. The throw to Mixus is going to be safe. He's safe. Oh, baby. Mixus is pointing. I got him. And the umpire says, no. And the Phillies got something cooking here with one out in the fifth. Branca threw 18 batters, 73 pitches, 4 1/3 innings, 4 hits, a walk, and 4 strikeouts. Dodger fans say he's out. We'll show you the replay. Shouldn't be giving up hits to the pitcher anyway. Jones rounded second. And the throw to third. Boy, that was close. That was close. But he's called safe. And since there was barely any television in 1949, there certainly in any replay, Richie Ashburn is 0 for 2. Branca and Campanella have a chat. Ralph takes a deep breath. Ashburn hits a base hit in the left field. Jones will score. Heinzelman holds at second. The Phillies are on the board. It's 3-1. You pretty much have the full bullpen available for the Dodgers. But Branca has pitched well. Here's Hamner. He's 0 for 2. Struck him out. He got him on an inside fastball at the knees. 2 out. That's 5 for Ralph. Remember, he struck out 9 Phillies in Brooklyn his last start. Here's Sisler. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout. By the way, the Dodgers have a train chartered for St. Louis if they need it. If not, they'll just hop on a Penzi to go back home to Brooklyn. Pitch to Sisler. Runners go up the middle. Pee Wee snags it to the bag himself, and that's the inning. Pee Wee with a diving stop behind the bag at second. He got up, he sprinted to the bag and touched it for the force. That'll do. But the Phillies get on the board. They get a run on 3 hits and no errors. They strand 2. We go to the 6th. It's 3-1 Brooklyn. So here's Olmo. Louis 1 for 2. He has singled, scored, grounded it into a double play, and drove in his 18th run. By the way, our newest follower, Aztastic90. And extra money because you got me to say Aztastic. Olmo ground ball to Sisler that played him. Dick goes in the outfield to pick it up. It went under the glove, and Olmo reaches on the first error of the game. And that brings up Campanella. Roy is 0 for 2. Heinzelman's pitch. Base hit left field. Ennis will pick it up. Olmo goes to third. Hamner should have had a play on that. He did not. And the Dodgers have runners on the corners and nobody out for the Duke. Mr. Snyder doubled home 2 in the second. Runners on the corners. In the left field. Ennis should grab it. Olmo will tag. He will try for home. Ennis throws to the plate. Semenic. No. It's a run. Olmo scores. And it is 4-1 Brooklyn. They reestablished that 3-run lead. So 1 out for Branca, who has bunted once. He's going to bunt again. Al, Red Sox fan, how you doing? So we'll bunt again. Branca squares. Semenic has it, and it's foul. So the count is 0-2, and now Ralph will have to swing. Big run for the Dodgers. Got him. First strikeout for Heinzelman as Branca watched. Oh, you're not feeling well, buddy, huh? Well, we'll keep you occupied for the next hour and a half or so. Pee Wee Reese is 1 for 2. He has singled and scored. Heinzelman threw 27 batters, 5 2/3 innings, 115 pitches. 6 hits, he's walked 5 and struck out 1. 3 of the 4 runs are earned. Pee Wee, left field, Ennis. And that will retire the side. The Dodgers get a big run on a hit and an error. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's 4-1 Brooklyn. So Ennis, Semenic, and Nicholson to face Branca here in the 6th. Pitch to Dell. Base hit left field. Omo will grab it. Pee Wee. Those legs are like jelly after 152 games. Weather not a factor here. The wind is now shifted in from right center at 4, and it is a drop-dead gorgeous 79 degrees here in Philly. Semenic is walked and singled. He's 1 for 1. 6 hits aside for both teams. The Dodgers trying to get a lead in the National League on the penultimate day of the 1949 regular season. Maybe it is. We don't know. Semenic. Got him. 2-2 in below the belt. That's 6 for Ralph. 1 out for Nicholson. Bill has doubled. He's 1 for 2. Branca from the stretch. Line drive. Mixis is there. 2 out. For the Puddinhead Jones, Willie has singled, scored, and struck out. The single and the score came in the 5th. How do we know that? Process of elimination. Jones, center field. In comes Snyder. Duke will make the catch, and that will retire the side. No runs will hit. Philly strands a runner after 6. And the first of the split city doubleheader, 4-1 Brooklyn. So Mixis, Ferrillo, and Robinson to face Heinzelman here in the 7th. Mixis 0 for 3 to short. Hamner. Oh, did Mixis beat it out? No, on a bang-banger. Oh, that was close. Oh, the Dodger fans thought he was safe. But they have reached the point on the season where they are watching with their hearts and not with their heads. Here's Ferrillo. He's 1 for 3. Carl does have a single. Heinzelman's pitch. In the left, Ennis. 2 out for Robinson. Jackie has a single. He's 1 for 2. He has walked and scored. Heinzelman deals. There's a ground ball base hit left side. Ennis will pick it up. Robinson around first. For Hodges, Gill has walked twice and is 0 for 1. The umps are tired too. Warm day for the 1st of October. 79 degrees. By the way, if you own the 1968 season in Action PC, there's been an update for that. Just email Dave at service@dksports.com with your name in the subject line, and you'll get a new one. So runner on, 2 out. Robinson dancing around the bag here. I'm not going to run myself out of the inning. We already had a Pee-wee thrown out trying to steal. Pitch to Hodges is in the left field, and it's going back there. But he will make the catch against the wall, and it's stretch time. 4-1 Dodgers. Well, you'll get me on camera to answer this. The situation as we hit the next of the last day of the 1949 season is this. The Dodgers are in Philadelphia. That's the game we're doing now. St. Louis is about to play Chicago. That's the second end of that's the nightcap of this streaming doubleheader. They are both tied at 91 and 61. So, with 2 games to go, the magic number for both teams is 3. If these two teams have the same result the next 2 days, or a number of reasons, then we'll have a best of 3 game 1 in St. Louis and games 2 and 3 in Brooklyn, because Brooklyn would have home field advantage. If the Dodgers win and the Cardinals lose, or vice versa, because the Phillies aren't done and dusted yet, then Thursday we would go with the game with a team with a chance to win the pennant. And if no one should win that game, or if the team that can't win the pennant automatically, we would do the last game on Friday. But that's a situation. They're both 91 and 61. A flat-footed tie. We'll see what happens. If both teams have the same result, we will do the Dodgers and the Phillies on Thursday and the Cubs and Cardinals on Friday. And in the chat, I smell a 3-game playoff. No. That was just the fish I had for dinner last night. So back to the game we go. 4-1 Brooklyn, bottom of the 7th inning. The advantage, of course, Mike, is with the Cardinals. I'm trying to think. I think 82 kind of came down to the last weekend between the Brewers and the Orioles. Texas, I think, clinched relatively late. I'd have to look, and all the playlists are there. We've had some doozies, but coming right down to brass tacks, I think the Orioles and Brewers went right down to brass tacks, and the Tigers were pretty close to that race too. In 82, I was trying to think. In 78, it was the Phillies in real life, when they won by a huge margin. The Dodgers clinched relatively early. I think the AL West race was the one that was a nail-biter in my 78. And I think it was Montreal, LA, Baltimore, and California in 82. And I think Baltimore was the one that we just had to keep going with. There is something special about a race like this with no divisions. There's no backup policy here. It's win and in. Branca says, I don't think I can go the rest of the way. He's giving me the fatigue warning. Goliath is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. There's a line drive, base hit in the left. So we'll watch Branca now. Heinzelman, 1 for 2. He has singled and struck out. Mixis and Hodges play for the bunt. And we'll have a pinch hitter. They'll guard the lines for Stan Holmig, who's hitting .250 with an RBI as a pinch hitter. Overall, .278, 7 triples, a homer, and 24 RBI. 4-1 Dodgers, bottom of the 7th. Branca deals. In the left center, Snyder rides the Schwinn hard and makes the catch. So Goliath retreats back to first. 1 out for Ashburn. Branca threw 27 batters, 108 pitches, 6 in the third inning, 7 hits, a walk, and 6 strikeouts. The Dodger pen is fully rested, and Branca has given them a lot. And we'll see, depending on what the Cardinals do today, how short that Dodger pen would be when we play the Sunday games. Ashburn is 1 for 3, by the way, a single and an RBI. There's a ground ball to Robinson. He goes to Reese for 1. Back to Hodges. That should be 2. And it is. So Kurt Simmons coming in to pitch to Olmo, Campanella, and Snyder. 4-6-3 on the DP. It was Ralph Branca's best friend. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning, or the top of the 8th inning. Rather, 4-1 Brooklyn. So Simmons 7-6 with a 3.77 ERA. He is a baby. He's just 20 years old. This will be his 35th appearance. They don't go with Jim Constantinople here. Against the Dodgers, this is appearance number 7. He's made 3 starts, 26 innings, 31 hits. Make sure that you're seeing the stats and not me. Sometimes I get clumsy and forget to put things in. 16 runs, all earned. He's walked 8, struck out 17. The Dodgers like him. 1-3 with a 5.54 ERA. Pesky Poll says, I predict Branca gives up a big homer in 2 years. I'll do you one better. I predict that Ralph Branca will become a big winner on a game show. Mr. Red Sox fan says, close the show, Dodgers. They can't clinch the league no matter what today. You think I'm kidding about the game show thing, don't you? His last appearance, Mr. Simmons, was against the Dodgers on the 24th, so he's had a full week. 3 innings, no decision, a hit, a run. It was earned. He walked 3 and struck out 3. 121 and 2/3 innings, 118 hits, 7 homers, 56 runs, 51 earned. He's walked 32 and struck out 80. That's right. That homer cost Charles Emerson Winchester some money on MASH. He had money on the Dodgers. We'll be doing an 80s season next year, by the way. 51 would be intriguing, but you're never going to get a collapse like that. That was a 1 in 1,000 thing to begin with. Olmo was 1 for 3. He has singled, scored twice, and driven in a run. But he grounded into a double play, which was big. If the Dodgers win, it won't matter. If the Phillies come back to win, it matters a great deal. Pitch to Olmo. There's a base hit in the left or right field. Nicholson will pick it up. So that's the 8th hit for the Dodgers. Here's Campanella. Roy is 1 for 3. We are told, by the way, through sources, that all the goats in Western Washington are indeed wearing Dodger uniforms today. And just in case you're worried about the turncoat Cardinal one, he was not barbecued and grilled. Just saying. But someone has a big old dish of rice pilaf going just in case. Pitch to Campy. In the left center field. Back goes Ashburn. Richie will make the catch. Olmo goes back to first. No, that goat was fried. No one would cook a Nigerian dwarf goat. Here's Snyder. If the Dodgers win this one, he's your MVP. 1 for 3, a double and 3 RBI. Lefty versus lefty. Simmons from the stretch. Struck him out. A 1-2 on the inside corner. And there's 2 out for Branca. Yet D. Scott Howard said he saw the error of his ways. He saw the fryer later get set up is what he did. And the Yankees are rooting for a 3-game playoff. There are rumors that Tommy Byrne will not be in the rotation for the Yankees. Something about 16 gazillion walks. Now, I'm going to leave Branca in. He pitched well in the 7th. Ralph has walked and struck out. He's 0 for 1. Omo on first. 2 out. 4-1 Dodgers, 8th inning. Got him. Simmons does his job as Branca looked at a 1-2 curve for strike 3. Bottom of the 8th inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. It's the Dodgers 4. Philadelphia 1. And it is indeed amazing what a hot frying pan can do. Now, I gotta ask this. Someone will look it up. Did convection ovens exist in 1949? Could we have done that goat in an air fryer? Branca says I'm good. It'll be Hamner, Sisler, and Ennis, and that leash for Branca is short. Gran is 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Struck him out. That's 7 for Ralph. A full count fastball swung on and missed. That's huge. I said Branca's season high was 9, and I'm right. He struck out 9 last Sunday in Brooklyn against the Phillies. Here's Sisler. Dick is 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Pitch from Ralph. There's a base hit down the line. Sisler's taken for 2. He's got his 19th double. And Branca just kind of gives a nod to the dugout. They'll let him pitch to Ennis. He's 1 for 3. In the right field, Ferrillo makes the catch, 2 out. And Branca looks back in the dugout, says he's done. So Shotton will come out. It'll be Del Ennis, who's 1 for 3. Top of the lineup, you can go with anybody you want. And they're going to go with Irv Palika. We'll have a double switch. Omo will come out. Palika will bat in the 6th hole. And Tommy Brown is the new left fielder. Palika looking for his 6th save. It's his 48th appearance. He is 5-6 with 5 saves and an ERA of 4.41. Against the Phils, appearance number 5, 4 2/3 innings, 3 hits, a run it was earned. He walked 2 and struck out 4. He is 1-0. He does not have a save against the Phillies. And his ERA is 1.93. A standard pitcher, fastball at 88. His last appearance was against the Braves on the 28th. I think we did that game. Don't hold me to that. 2 innings, 2 hits, 2 walks. Overall, 83 2/3 innings, 90 hits, 3 homers. He's walked 46, struck out, or walked 46 runs. Read the right column running. 46 runs, 41 earned. He has walked 53 and struck out 43. His last appearance against the Phillies looks to be August 18th. And he didn't give up a run in the 2 that I see there. So he's a righty. He'll face Ennis. Dell is 1 for 3. Oh, it's out of play. I really changed the... Wow. I thought that was an out. Oopsie. I changed pitchers in the middle of an at-bat. In the 200 and some odd game, close to 300 games that I've streamed in Action PC Baseball, I don't think I've ever done that before. Change pitchers in the middle of an at-bat. Well, pitch to Ennis. There's a line drive foul. And the count remains 2-2. It's a long season for everybody. Palika, pitch. There's a fly ball to right field. Ferrillo is there. It's going to work. Makes the catch against the track. Sisler tags, goes to third without a throw. 2 out for Semenick. Andy is 1 for 2. He is singled, walked, and struck out. So runner on third. 4-1 Dodgers. Al doing the 67 Red Sox is Bill Landis is a tremendous lefty killer. He just shreds those batters. Al's got more scoring from the 67 Red Sox than a whorehouse in Texas. Pitch to Seminick. Ball 4. So the tying run is on for Bill Nicholson. Bill is 1 for 3, as doubled. Runners on the corners, 2 out. And that's with Dolly Parton. Yep. Oh, yeah. Dave asked me, you doing baseball today? What are you doing, baseball again? Yes, that's what I do. I can believe Uncle Dave is missing this. He might show up for game 2. It's only 12:30. So Palika needs to bear down, as Nicholson is a tying run at the plate. 2 out, 8th inning. Nicholson swings into center field. Snyder, he should get it, and he does. And so the Phillies strand 2. No runs, a hit, no errors. We go to the 9th inning here at Shibe Park. The Dodgers are doing their part. They lead 4-1. So top of the lineup, Reese, Mixis, and Ferrillo. Pee Wee 1 for 3. He has singled and walked. Into center field, Ashburn. 1 out. Between games, I'm going to mute myself, put up the slide, and go to the bathroom, so the wifey can go to work. Here's Mixis. Eddie is 0 for 4. Simmons doing a good job in relief. So the Dodgers' magic number will be 2, regardless of what the Cardinals do. Mike is doing the 41 season. You doing that in OTP? And Dom DiMaggio is criminally underrated as far as I'm concerned. Pitch to Mixis is a ground ball up the box. Hamner on the grass. Over to Sisler, 2 out. It'll be Jones, Goliat in the pitcher spot for the Phillies in the bottom of the 9th. Here's Ferrillo. Carl is 1 for 4. Simmons has done yeoman's work. Ground ball to third. Jones over to first, and that will retire the side. Dodgers go in order. 41 is a fun season. I'm not sure I'd stream it, but that would be one I'd like to do. We go to the bottom of the 9th. It'll be Pudd'nhead Jones to lead off. The Dodgers 3 outs away from a magic number 2. So Jones 1 for 3. He has singled, struck out, and scored. 4 runs, 8 hits, no errors. They've left on 8. The Phillies, a run on 8 hits and an error, and they have left on 8. Palika starts the 9th. Ball 4. Goliat is 1 for 3. He has singled and struck out. Palika lost him on a full count change. Way inside. Goliat. Ball 4, and the tying run is at the plate. We might be by the end of this. We'll see what they do with Simmons. 184, 2 RBI, and 11 strikeouts. Nobody out. Tying run up. Whether it's Rolaids, Tums, or Pepto-Bismol, or Maalox, someone is going to use them all before we're done. Oh, I didn't realize that Teddy broke his ankle in spring training in 41. It'll be Ken Silvestri. And we'll let Palika pitch to him. Look in the outcome box. Ken is 1 for 7 as a pinch hitter, 2 for 10 overall with an RBI. Nobody out. 2 on, bottom of the 9th. 4-1 Brooklyn. Palika's pitch. There's a base hit into right center field. Jones will score. Goliath goes to third. And now they got to go to the pen. Here comes Paul Minner. It's 4-2. Ashburn is the potential winning run. We got a pitching change. This game coming to you from Shibe Park in Philadelphia. So lefty versus lefty. Minner, our Red Sox fan, with the sub. Thank you, my friend. 38th appearance for the lefty, named Lefty. 25 years old, 85-mile-an-hour fastball, and an extreme fly ball pitcher. He is 9-6 with 6 saves, but the 7th would be the biggest of the year. He has faced the Phillies 7 times now. 10 in the 3rd innings, 11 hits, 7 runs, all earned. 5 walks and 4 strikeouts. Remember, the Cardinals play the 97-loss Cubs next. He is 1-1 with 2 saves. There is no Clem Labine, by the way. Banta would be my next thing. You don't want to... Erskine came up late in the year, so that's the Dodger pen. You have who you need in the ballgame. So 1st and 3rd. Silvestri, the tying run, and Ashburn would be the winning run. So everybody's on the same page. Doubleheader makes it, a double play rather, makes it a 4-3 game. But the Dodgers would gladly trade 2 outs for a run right now. Hamner on deck. Pitched him from Minner. Ashburn into left field. Back goes Brown. Brown will make the catch. Goliat will tag. They throw it in the infield. Goliat scores. 1 out, and it's 4-3, Brooklyn. So Hamner and Sisler. Gran is 0 for 4. He has struck out twice. Again, the Dodgers will trade that out for a run. Brown had no chance to throw out the runner on 3rd and wisely did not make a throw that would cause an error. D. Scott Howard is running out of fingernails. Pitch from Minner. Hamner up the middle. Snyder will roll over and make the catch. And he dives on the grass and makes a web gem. That might have saved the season right there. A rumbling, tumbling catch. He holds up the glove and they call him out. What a catch by Snyder. And the Phillies are down to their last out. The Dodgers have bent, but they haven't broken. It'll be Sisler, lefty versus lefty. He is 1 for 4. Dick has doubled and struck out. He is the winning run. Silvestri, they don't pinch run for him, is on first. Minner deals. Line drive, base hit up the middle. Silvestri will hold at second. The winning run is on for Del Ennis. Dell is 1 for 4. In 1950, the Phillies and Dodgers played at Ebbets Field to end the season. The Dodgers trying to repeat as National League champions. The Phillies looking for a championship. Their first since 1915. And the Phillies, in the 9th inning, or the 8th inning, hit a home run at the end of the season to clinch the pennant and knock the Dodgers out. Although the Phillies can't win anything, they are 77-75. You got to think, with the Cardinals about to play the 97-loss Cubs, the Dodgers need this badly. So Minner hanging on for dear life. Ennis 1 for 4. The pitch. Ground ball. Robinson, Reese to the bag. The Dodgers win the ball game. Oh, baby. And a sigh of relief Pee Wee flips the ball to the mound and pounds his chest, going, oh. So the magic number is 2. 4 runs, 8 hits, no errors for the Dodgers. Branca gets the win. He goes to 8-10, 7 1/3 innings, 8 hits, a run. It was earned. He walked 1 and struck out 7. Duke Snider, by the way, your MVP. Palika pitched well in the 8th, but not in the 9th. And Paul Minner, oh, man, that was an Alka-Seltzer moment to hold the Phillies just to those 2 runs. Heinzelman takes the loss, 7 innings, 7 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned. And Kurt Simmons does his job, 2 runs and a hit. We'll be back in a moment. We're going to put up an ad and a slide, and I'm going to mute while I do my business, and then we'll get to game 2. The Cardinals and the Cubs in about 4 minutes. 4 minutes from the Cardinals and Cubs. This is Retro Sports Network. Bob Chipman and the Cubs faces Harry Burkeen and the St. Louis Cardinals next on Retro Sports Network. Of our doubleheader is brought to you by DigitalDice.com, the best darn podcast on the web for your sports simulation and replay needs. Find us today on Spotify, Spreaker, iTunes, or wherever else fine podcasts are listed. Alrighty, so it's time for game 2 of this twin bill. The Dodgers have just beaten the Philadelphia Phillies 4-3, and so they have done their part on this magic Saturday. They are now 92-61, but the Cardinals go with their ace, Harry the Cat Burkeen, for St. Louis against Bob Chipman at his 6.37 ERA. So the Dodgers are kind of hoping for a miracle. They don't need it. They would take it. The Cardinals are looking just to kind of save face and keep going and force this to the last day of the season. So if the Cardinals win this game, you will get the Dodgers on Thursday and the Cardinals on Friday for the last game of the regular season. If the Cubs win this game, we're not doing an interview for 99. We are doing one for 100, though. If the Cubs win this game, then we would do the Dodgers with a chance to win the National League. But right now, on a cool day in Chicago, it's time for Game 2. The Cubs and the Cardinals. So it'll be Bob Chipman, who was 6-10 with an ERA of 6.37. He is I already said that. This is his 12th start of the year. His 38th appearance for Mr. Chips. He is 30 years old. Thanks for the water, darling. Fastball pitcher, ground ball pitcher. Against St. Louis, start number 4 and appearance number 8. He has thrown 27 innings against St. Louis, 31 hits, 15 runs, 14 earned. He's walked 16 and struck out 10. 1-2 the record, and with 1 save and an ERA of 4.67. He's a lefty. His last time out was against the Cardinals in relief last week in St. Louis, last Sunday to be exact. 2 innings, a hit, a run, and a walk. The run was unearned. So 107 innings, 124 hits, 78 runs, 76 earned. He walked 62 and struck out 42. The lineup he'll face in this great big ball game for the St. Louis Cardinals: Chuck Deering leads off in center field. Red Shane Dienst will bat second and play second. Stan Musial in right will bat third. Enos Slaughter is in left. He'll clean up. Steve Sergeant Bilko at first will bat fifth. Marty Marion at short will bat sixth. Del Rice catches and goes seventh. Tommy Glaviano at third will bat eighth. And Harry the Cat Burkeen, who needs to come out and throw, will bat ninth. Eddie Sauer is a 7 and a 7 in left, which I suppose if you made a whiskey sour, you could do that with 7 and 7. Andy Pafko, the baseball card, is a 7 and 7 in center as we set the Cubs defense, and Hal Jeffcoat is a 6 and a 5 in right. Serena is a 4 at third. Roy Smalley Sr. is an 8 at short, although I'm not sure he'd be Roy Smalley Sr. at that point. Wayne Terwilliger is a 5 at second. Howard Reich is a 7 at first. He's got a 10-game hitting streak. Owen behind the plate for Chicago. He's a 5 and an 8. And Chipman is a 2 and a 1,000 fielding percentage. Cubs need to skin the cat, we're being told. Deering is at 328. 5 triples, 4 homers, and 38 RBI. All right, the back end of this doubleheader starts right now. 63 degrees, wind blowing in at 4. Chipman's pitch, Deering, line drive, 1 out. Terwilliger is there. Brings up Shane Dienst right at 292. 2 homers and 67 RBI. Chipman deals. In the right, Jeffcoat in the bullpens. Yes, sir. 2 out. That's the start they need. Baseball. Of course it belongs here. How you doing? Here's Stan the Man, 307, 28 homers, and 112 RBI. He has scored 111. Chipman deals. Ball 4. He lost him on a full count walk, and that'll bring up Slaughter. Enos at 352. 11 homers and 82 RBI. We joined us late. The Dodgers have won their game already. They hung on. Man, that was a good game. 4-3 over the Phils. So the Dodgers go on the last day of the season with a record of 92 and 61. The lead at the moment is a half game. Slaughter, ball 4. So 4 straight out of the zone for Sergeant Steve Bilko. The pride of Los Angeles, 2 for 6. A double and 2 RBI. Nippy Jones is not in the starting lineup. My guess is you'll see him in a crucial situation in this game. Bilko. Snap throw to first, and Slaughter is out. Oh, Owen with a snap throw to get Slaughter napping off the bag. And 3 cheers come up in Brooklyn. No runs, no hits. They leave on 2 after half an inning. St. Louis nothing. Here come the Cubs. So Harry the Cat Burkeen, who looks like he could be somebody's grandfather in that picture, he's only 34. Fastball pitcher at 82 and a standard pitcher. It's his 30th start of the year. He is 15-8 with an ERA of 3.78. Against the Cubs, this is start number 6. It's who you want against Chicago if you're a Cardinal fan. 40 innings, 32 hits, 12 runs, 7 earned. He's walked 12 and struck out 19, 3-2, but an ERA of 1.58. Look at the line above that. I know the sample size is rather small, but if we do get into a 3-game playoff, you know, a line against the Dodgers, 0-1 with a 9.64 ERA. Burkeen's last appearance was last Sunday against the Cubs. He threw a 5-hitter in a win. 8 innings, 1 run. He walked 3 and struck out 3. Overall, 211 2/3 innings, 224 hits, 17 homers, 99 runs, 89 earned. He's walked 67 and struck out 86. Al Jeffcoat leads off for the Cubs in right field. Howard Reich, a 10-game hitting streak, will bat second. Roy Smalley at short will bat third. Whiskey Sauer cleans up in left. Sauer has actually had a very good year. Andy Pafko, number 1 in your bike spokes, is in center. He'll bat fifth. Bill Serena, I think I got that right, is at third. He'll bat sixth. Owen, who just made that tremendous play. Is that Mickey? That might be Mickey Owen. And boy, the Dodger fans would love that. Behind the plate, batting seventh. Wayne Terwilliger at second bats eighth, and Chipman, who threw 24 pitches in the first, in his half of the first, bats ninth. Defensively for the Cardinals, Enos Slaughter a 5 and a 4 in left. Chuck Deering a 6 and a 6 in center. Sam Musial a 9 and a 7 in right. Glaviano was an 8 at third. Marty Marion a 9 at short. Red Schoendienst a 9 at second. Bilko a 4 at first. I think it is Mickey, to be honest. The catcher part is right. Del Rice a 5 and a 4 behind the plate, and Burkeen is an 8 on the mound with a .933 fielding percentage. Mickey Owen was a catcher for the Dodgers in the early 40s, and in the 41 series, it was a pass ball at one of the games in Brooklyn. It kind of broke open the series for the Yankees, and so he took part of the blame for the Dodgers not winning that. If the Cubs win this game and the Cardinals cannot score, some retribution there. It would put the Dodgers with a chance to win the National League Thursday at noon. Here's Jeffcoat, Hal at 234, 6 homers and 36 RBI. Burkeen's afternoon starts with a fly ball left center field. Deering, 1 out. It's Herman. I didn't get that right the last 2 times. It's Herman Reich. It's a smiling Herman Munster. He's got a 10-game hitting streak, hitting .292, 4 triples, and 41 RBI. Burkeen deals. There's a slapper down to first. Bilko to the bag himself, 2 out. Roy Smalley, 241, 14 homers, and 76 RBI. It is predominantly Cardinal and Dodger fans here at Wrigley today. Here's a little looper, base hit. Schoendienst and Musial went out there, and Smalley's going for 2. The throw to second, not in time. Not only did that drop between Schoendienst and Musial, they didn't see Smalley turn for 2. So he's in with his 24th double. That'll bring up Hank Sauer. 296, 25 homers, and 81 RBI. You couldn't have gone to Zale Jewels and gotten a gift wrap better than that. Pitch to Sauer. Ball 4, and Burkeen is not a happy camper. He walked him on a 3-1 fastball. So here's Pafko. Andy at 264, 19 homers and 94 RBI. Cubs score here. All the pressure goes on to the Cardinals. Pitch. Pafko down the line and left. That will drop. Slaughter throws it in. Smalley scores. Andy's in with his 38th double. And it's 1-0 Chicago. That brings up Bill Serena. Bill at 231, 2 homers and 6 RBI. 1-0 Cubs. The pitch popped up. Shane Dienst by the bag, and that will retire to the side. The damage is done. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors. We go to the second. The Cubs draw first blood, 1-0. So Bilko will do it all again. So the mental error by Shane Dienst by Slaughter getting picked off first, and then Shane Dienst, as usual, misplaying what turned out to be a double. And Smalley would score. So the Cardinals, you don't want to say in a 1-run game in the second inning are behind the 8 ball, but you will, that is a very auspicious start. Pitch to Bilko. Got him. Strike 3 called on a fastball. 1 out for Marty Marion, and I am contractually obligated to say that Marty is a 1944 NL MVP. Marty at 277, 12 homers, and 73 RBI. Up the middle, Smalley makes a diving stop from his knees, 2 out. You'd think the Cubs were fighting for the pennant today. My goodness, what a play by Smalley. And that brings up Del Rice. Del at 270, 2 homers and 32 RBI. So Roy Smalley stole a double when he should have been out, and he just stole a hit. Pitch to Rice. Got him. Owen dropped it, and he tagged Rice for the out. Wow, no runs, no hits, no errors. Bottom of the second inning here. Breathe, Dodger fans, breathe. It's 1-0 Cubs. So it is Mickey Owen. It is Roy Smalley's dad, Al. Said, I'm not sure if it's Roy Smalley Sr. at this point. Probably is, considering this is 49. Mickey Owen is at 262, a homer, and 23 RBI. Burkeen starts the second. Base hit left center field. Slaughter throws it in quickly. Mickey has got his 12th double of the year. Here's Wayne Terwilliger. 233, 2 homers and 13 RBI. And the bottles of Maalox and Tums are now with St. Louis. Pitch to Wayne. Ball 4. Mickey is trying to make up for 41. A 4-pitch walk. They play for the bunt. Chipman is 0 for 24 on the replay. Nobody out. 1-0 Cubs. Bottom of the second. Nope. 2 on. Chipman squares. Rice to second. Marion for 1. Back to Bilko. Do they? Yes, they do. Oh, my goodness gracious. 2, 6, 3 double play. Wow. And that'll bring up Jeffcoat, who's 0 for 1. Burkeen tips his hat. Rice with a smart throw to second. Marion was waiting for it, And a quick throw to first. And Marty Marion, wow, turned that one. So Jeffcoat is 0 for 1. Owen on third, 1-0 Cubs in the second. Jeffcoat, line drive, Marion is there, leaps and makes the catch. And the Cubs get nothing. No runs, a hit, they leave a runner on. We go to the third, 1-0 Chicago. So Glaviano, Burkeen, and Deering to face Chipman here in the third. Tommy, 293, 3 homers, and 31 RBI. Got him. A 1-2. Swung on and missed on the fastball. 1 out for Burkeen. Harry can actually hit. 253, 7 RBI, and a triple. And as Al says, you'll get nothing, Spalding, and like it. Burkeen. Ground ball at the middle. Smalley on the grass has to do a bang-banger. Burkeen is out. I don't know if the Cubs are going to win this game or not, but Roy Smalley is playing like the Cubs have a chance to go to the World Series. What a ballgame for him. 2 out for Deering. Chipman's opening 9. 48 pitches. 2 2/3 innings. No hits. He has walked 2 and struck out 3. Deering is 0 for 1. 2 out. Smalley again. Oh my goodness. And that will retire the side. Cardinals go in order. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the third here. It's Chicago 1, St. Louis nothing. So Reich, Smalley, and Sauer to face Burkeen here in the third. Herman is 0 for 1. He is nursing a 10-game hitting streak. Into right field. Back goes Musial, and Stan helps to do things right and makes the catch. For Smalley, who doubled and scored in the first. Remember that double between Shane Dienst and Musial, right in a no man's land. There's a base hit left side. Slaughter picks it up. Smalley will hold at first. Roy is 2 for 2. And that brings up Sauer. Hank is 0 for 1 with a walk. 1-2 by Burkeen. Pitch from Harry. Ball 4. Here's Pafko. Andy doubled home the run in the first. Burkeen's pitch. Into right. Back goes Musial in the corner. He'll make the catch. Smalley will tag. He goes to third without a throw. There is 2 out. And the Cubbies have runners on the corners for Bill Serena, who's 0 for 1. Musial had to go back a long way to make it. My goodness. So Burkeen, on a cool day, has not been all that cool himself. Pitch to Serena. Into right. Musial by the pens. Makes the catch in foul territory, and the Cubs strand 2 more. No runs, a hit, no errors. We go to the fourth. It's 1-0 Chicago. So Shane Dienst, Musial, and Slaughter to face Chipman. And I'm not going to show you the standings again. Brooklyn is 92 and 61. The Cardinals win. The season goes down to the last game with everyone all 6-2 and even. The Cardinals lose. The Dodgers will have clinched a tie in the National League, and a win over Philadelphia on Thursday. When we do this on Thursday, would give the Dodgers the pennant. That's all you need to know. Shane Dienst is 0 for 1. Struck him out. Chipman got him to look on an 0-2 curve. So here's Musial. Stan walked his first time up and was stranded on second when Slaughter got picked off. In the left. Back goes Sauer in the corner. 2 out. So here's Slaughter. He walked his first time up. Chipman out there throwing BBs. Slaughter in the shallow right. Jeffcoat coming in, and he bobbles it. Slaughter going for 2. He's in there. So Jeffcoat dropped it. He just dropped it. And Slaughter's on second for Bilko, who ended up striking out his first time up. I would suppose that this is the Cubs season in a nutshell. They should be up 3 or 4 to nothing at this point. Chipman hasn't allowed a hit, and it's 1-0. Slaughter on second, 2 out. Pitch to Bilko. Base hit into left field. Slaughter will round third. We're tied up. So the kid gets the RBI single. Slaughter makes up for his error and scores. And Chipman just stands there on the mound looking at the ball in his hand, counting the stitches. Kind of wishing that the old style vendors would just toss him one. Here's Marion. He's 0 for 1. The pitch. Got him. So he chased a fastball out of the zone, and that will do it. But the error is costly as the Cardinals have tied the game. We go to the bottom of the fourth, 1-1. So it'll be Owen. Look at the right side, Ron. Owen, Terwilliger, and Chipman to face Burkeen here in the fourth. Harry hasn't pitched well, but he hasn't pitched poorly either. A 4-hitter through 3 with 3 walks. Ground ball to short. Marion, 1 out. Here's Terwilliger. Wayne has walked. He is 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. Struck him out. First strikeout from Burkeen. An 0-2 fastball swung on and missed. So that brings up Chipman, who's 0 for 1. My goodness, what a ball game. The pitch. Chipman into left center field. Back goes Deering, and he will make the catch. So the Cubs go in order. We go to the 5th in game 2. It's the Cardinals 1, the Cubs 1. Rice, Glaviano, and Burkeen to bat. Wifey's going to work. We'll say goodbye to her. I see one of those goats is searching around clothes for a Cardinal jersey. Just saying. Rice struck out his first time up. Chipman beside himself. Dell up the middle. Smalley again. One hopper over to right. 1 out. If she was here, she would say thanks, Al. She did leave. Glaviano struck out his first time up. Wow. Well, we wanted this to be exciting on the last Saturday of the season, and my goodness, I guess we have it. Pitch to Glaviano. Tommy swings in the left field. Sauer. 2 out. And Sauer has to dive on the grass to get there. So here's Burkeen. Harry's 0 for 1. Pitch from Chipman. There's a base hit into right center field. Are you kidding me? And Burkeen is going to go for 2. He's got it. That's the same play that hung up Shane Deanston Musial. Terwilliger and Jeffcoat couldn't get a beat on it, and Burkeen steals a double. Chipman is just spitting bullets right now. Here's Deering. He's 0 for 2. 18 batters deep for Chipman. 91 pitches. 4 2/3 innings. 2 hits. The run is unearned. He has walked 2 and struck out 5. My, oh my. So the go-ahead run is the pitcher. Deering. Base hit left field. Burkeen will round third and score, and the Cardinals lead it 2-1. You got such a big magnifying glass for all these little things. You could burn a pile of leaves during a monsoon right now. So here's Shane Deans. Red is 0 for 2. He has struck out once. And so the National League looking to be dead even going in the last day of the 49 season. Chipman deals. Gets away from Owen, and Deering moves up 90. And yep, wouldn't you know it, it was a passed ball. I think Chipman is just going to skip the shower when his day is done and just go to the bar right out of the ballgame. Here's Shane Deans to 2-2 count. Red into left field. Sauer will get it. And that will retire the side. But oh, it was a big inning for the Cardinals. A run, 2 hits and no errors. Halfway home in game 2. The Cardinals 2, the Cubs 1. We'll be back right after this. Well, I'm going to bungle this name. Chang Mayslavic is our latest follower, number 185. Thank you for following. Hope you enjoy the streams. Here's how we got here. If you joined us late, if you joined us really late, Brooklyn hung on to beat Philadelphia in the opening game of this split city doubleheader 2-1 or 4-3. So the Dodgers' magic number is now 2, and the lead is a half a game over the Cardinals. In the top of the first here, Andy Pafko doubled home Roy Smalley to make it 1-0 Chicago. But St. Louis has done its job. Steve Doko, an RBI single in the fourth to tie the game. And then following a Harry Burkeen double, Chuck Deering singled him home to make it 2-1 St. Louis. So Burkeen, a 4-hitter through 4. He has walked 3 and struck out 1. Chipman has pitched a good ball game. 3-hitter through 5, 1 earned run, and he struck out 5. But he's at 99 pitches. And some lapses behind him. Cardinals win. We are tied the last day of the season. Jeffcoat is 0 for 2. Burkeen, 59 pitches, 3 walks, and a strikeout. Jeffcoat. Ground ball to third. Glaviano can't play it. So Jeffcoat reaches on the air. It skipped off the front of his glove, and by the time that Glaviano had it, Jeffcoat, in his tremendous speed, was already on first. Here's Herman Wright. Herm, with a 10-game hitting streak, is 0 for 2. Burkeen's throw to first. Jeffcoat back. Cardinals grabbed the lead a moment ago. Runner goes, popped up, hit and run was on. Glaviano by the dugout. No, sir. 2-2 the count. George Hallis made that catch. They pitch out. Jeffcoat stays. 3-2 the count. Runner goes. The throw down to Shane Deans is not in time. It is a steal. It is a strikeout, however, for Burkeen of Reich. The tying run on second, 1 out for Smalley. Roy has played a magnificent game. He is 2 for 2. He has single, doubled, scored, and made some heads-up plays in the field. Smalley gets away from Rice. And Jeffcoat goes to third on the wild pitch. Well, considering this is October 1st, 1949, I don't think Bartman was even born yet, John, but nice to have you along. So the tying run on third, 1-2 the count. Burkeen's pitch, Up the middle. Shane Deans with a stab. They'll take the shore out at first, and we're tied at 2. So Jeff Coate will score. Maybe his granddad? Yeah, maybe. Or his father. Here's Sauer. Hank has walked twice. Nobody on, 2 out. 2-2 the score. Cardinals trying to hold on. Hang with the Dodgers. Pitch to Sauer. Into left field. Slaughter will make the catch, and that will retire the side. No, 1 run. A big one. The error is costly. We go to the 6th. It's the Cardinals 2, the Cubs 2. So Musial, Slaughter, and Bilko. Stan is 0 for 1 with a walk. To center. 1 out. Pafko was there. Here's Slaughter. Enos walked, was picked off, reached on an error and scored. Pitch to Country. Slow bounder to Smalley on the grass. Bang banger in time. I'm telling you, Roy Smalley is having the type of game that you read about in Baseball Digest. He's a vacuum cleaner out there. Here's Bilko. Steve is 1 for 2. Has struck out and had an RBI single. Chipman deals. Got him. That's 6 for Bob. And that will retire the side. A full count curveball looking. No runs, no hits, no errors. It's Captain Crunch time here at Wrigley 2-2. So Pafko, Serena, and Owen to face Burkeen here in the 6th. Andy rather, 1 for 2. He has an RBI double. Ball 4. Go ahead run is on. 4th walk from Burkeen. A full count changeup up and in. Serena can't bunt. He's 0 for 2. Pafko stays. Little number down the line at 3rd, and that will roll foul. And the count is a ball and 2 strikes. Brooklyn and Philadelphia, noon on Thursday. That much we know. The 1-2. Got him! Strike 3 called. He looked at a fastball. And now bring up Owen. Mickey has a double. He's 1 for 2. If the Cardinal game means something, we'll have it for you Friday at noon. Runner goes. Line drive foul. 3rd base side. And Andy was with a hit and a run. Pitch out. There goes Pafko. Rice down to Shane Deans. No! He's safe. And Andy steals his 5th of the year. So 2-1 to count. Runner on second for Owen. Mickey, base hit center field. That's going to be extra bases. Pafko scores. It's 3-2 Chicago. And in the clubhouse at Shibe Park, they're singing Happy Days Are Here Again. Here's Terwilliger. Wayne is 0 for 1. He has walked and struck out. Pitch to Terwilliger. Got him. A late called strike 3. Terwilliger just turns and stares at the home plate umpire, and the home plate umpire says, just go back. Brings up Chipman with 2 outs. Bob is 0 for 2. Marion, Rice, and Glaviano in the 7th for St. Louis. Chipman into right. Musial going back. Makes the catch. Oh, he dropped it. He dropped it. Owen scores. Chipman's going to 2nd. Stan Musial drops the ball, and it's a 2-base error. The Cubs go up 4-2. Who would have thought that Stan Musial would ever have goat horns? Here it is again to the pitcher of all people. Musial thought he had it. The wind is blowing not hard. I don't know how the heck he lost it, but he did. And it's 4-2 Chicago. D. Scott Howard would be the only person I think ever to have a voodoo doll of Stan Musial. And it worked. He's got a .990 fielding percentage out there in right field. In real life, they say he made 2 errors out there. He has made 6 in the replay. Here's Jeffcoat. He's 0 for 3. He has stolen a base and scored. 27 batters deep for Burkeen. 95 pitches, 5 2/3 innings, 5 hits, 2 unearned runs. He's walked 4 and struck out 4. Jeffcoat, little nubbler. Marion, snap throw to first, and that's the inning. We go to the 7th, and that error is larger than life. 2 runs, 1 hit, and 1 error. To the 7th we go. 4-2 Chicago. Wow. Here's Marion. Marty is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. We may get a basketball game in Friday at lunch if the Dodgers get this wrapped up. But St. Louis, long way to go. And that Cubs bullpen is about as smelly as the science project you forgot to take out in the 5th grade from the fridge. Marion, ground ball to first. Reich will underhand it to Chipman, 1 out. Here's Del Rice. Del is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. So Don Newcomb, by the way, goes for the Dodgers on Thursday. Howie Pullett would be the starter for the Cubs tomorrow, for the Cardinals tomorrow or Thursday against Schmitz. And remember, if you're out of Schmitz, you're out of beer. Pitch to Rice. Into right field. Back goes Jeffcoat. Way back there. That is off the wall. Rice has got 2. That's his 24th double of the year. And only the 4th hit for the Cardinals today. And that'll bring up Glaviano, who is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Pitch to Tommy into left center. Pafko makes the catch. Rice will tag and try for third, and he is out! They got him! They got him going to third! Stretch time, 4-2 Cubs. Reich trying to extend his 10-game hitting streak. He's 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Horse dancing at the Olympics today. So, Pafko with an absolute bullet to get Rice. And the Cardinals again get nothing. Burkeen starts the 7th. To short. Marion. 1 out. Pitchers Spot, Deering, and Schoendienst in the 8th. Roy Smalley is 2 for 3. Single, double, driven in a run and scored. Into center field. Marion goes out. Deering comes in. And that will drop. That's a single. That's as cheap as you can get. Smalley's 3 for 4. The Cubs are living the life of Riley out there. There's Sauer. Hank has walked twice. He's 0 for 1. The pitch. Got him. 2-2 fastball. Looking for strike 3. Here's Pafko. He's the most recent hero. Andy 1 for 2. A double, a walk, a stolen base, an RBI, and a run scored. Rice and Burkeen have a few words. Harry deals. Left field. Slaughter. Back to the track. And Pafko is homered. It is 6-2 Chicago. The Dodgers will probably have to vote Roy Smalley a World Series share. Burkeen hangs his head. And Pafko, who would later go on to play for the Dodgers, smashes his 20th of the year. Remember, the Cubs are 55-97, but you wouldn't know it by the way they played this one today. So, if this holds, the Dodgers have a straight crack at the pennant Thursday at noon. Serena, by the way, 0 for 3 with a strikeout. If they lose, the Cardinals must win to force the playoff, with Howie Pullet on the mound. Serena popped up, right side, Shane Dienst, foul territory, makes the catch. That was a huge inning. Andy Pafko hits a 2-run homer. The Cubs get 2. We go to the 8th. It's 6-2 Cubs. Who can hit a lefty? Nippy Jones will pinch hit. Nippy at 350, 7 homers and 71 RBI. You could say this one's done and dusted, but stranger things have happened. Chipman starts the 8th. Ground ball to Terwilliger. 1 out. Deering, 1 for 3. Chipman has faced 27 batters, 129 pitches, 7 1/3 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned. He has walked 2 and struck out 6. It is never over at Wrigley. Chipman has done yeoman's work. I think Chipman may be owed a World Series share for the Dodgers. Pitch to Deering in the left. Sauer, 2 out. Here's Shane Dienst. Shane Dienst is 0 for 3. And to think it was an error by Stan Musial that cost the Cardinals a run. Chipman. Just kind of going, I thought I was going to be over at the bar an hour ago. Look. Shane Dienst into right center field. Jeffcoat. And we're 3 outs away as Jeffcoat dives and makes a tumbling catch. Mickey Owen is coming up. Ted Wilkes. We'll have a double switch. Nippy Jones goes in the game at first. Wilkes, 53rd appearance. He is 9-9 with 8 saves. With an ERA of 3.54. 33 years old, fastball pitcher 87, and a ground ball pitcher. Cork has faced the Cubs 8 times. 13 innings, 9 hits, 7 runs all earned. He's walked 4 and struck out 7. 2-0 with a save and an ERA of 4.85. His last time out was against the Cubs at Sportsman's Park a week ago. He went 2 innings and struck out 4. No save or no decision. 81 in the third innings, 81 hits, 6 homers, 41 runs, 32 earned. He's walked 29 and struck out 53. Owen Terwilliger in the pitcher spot. The Cardinals need a miracle. In the ninth, they'll send up Musial, Slaughter, and a pinch hitter. Mickey has doubled twice. He's 2 for 3. He has scored and driven in a run. Up the middle, Marion. The Jones, 1 out. Nippy's a 6 at first, by the way. Here's Terwilliger. He has struck out twice and walked. Got him. He takes the collar as he goes down on an 0-2 fastball swinging. 2 out for Chipman. Can't believe they would pitch Chipman in the ninth. And they won't. Frankie Baumholtz. 172 on an RBI as a pinch hitter. 299, a homer, and 14 RBI. Wilkes knows they can't allow anything else to happen. Baumholtz, base hit up the middle. So a 2-out single. That's the 8th hit for Chicago. Jeff Coat 0 for 4. Has scored and stolen a base. Jeff Coat draws the walk. And the Cubs are in business with 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th inning. One more chance for Reich to extend his hitting streak to 11. Popped up, left side, Glaviano retires the Cubs. Doyle Lade is coming in to pitch. Doyle, making his 39th appearance, is 4-9 with a save. Porky is 28 years old. He's a fastball pitcher at 85 and a standard pitcher. This will be his 8th appearance against the Cardinals. He has made 1 start, 17 innings, 20 hits, 11 runs, all earned. He's walked 4 and struck out 5. 0-1 with a 5.82 ERA. He last pitched yesterday against the Cubs. We had that game for you last week. 2 innings, 2 hits against the Cardinals, rather. No decision. 118 in the third innings. 151 hits. 89 runs. 17 homers. 85 of those runs were earned. He has walked 46 and struck out 37. Stan Musial is 0 for 2 with a walk. But his error in the 6th inning may have handed the pennant to the Brooklyn Dodgers. Musial in the right field. Jeff Coat coming in, 1 out. Dodgers and Phillies, probably for the Dodgers, a direct shot at the National League Championship, noon Eastern on Thursday. Here's Slaughter. He is 0 for 2. He has walked and he has scored. Slaughter into center field. Back goes Pafko, and St. Louis is down to their last out. Who can hit a righty? Eddie Kazak at 304. He does not have a pinch hit this year. Injured just after the All-Star break. 6 homers and 60 RBIs. Marion on deck. Lade trying to give the Cubs their 56th win of the year. In the center field. Back goes Pafko, and the Dodgers have clinched a tie for the National League. Their magic number is 1. The Cubs have beaten the Cardinals by the score of 6-2. St. Louis cannot win in the regular 154-game schedule. The only thing they can do now is force a playoff. The Dodgers have done their job. 6 runs, 8 hits, and an error. And we're coming into real life with the Dodgers with a 1-game lead again. So this is what happened in real life. The Cardinals, 2 runs, 4 hits, and 2 huge errors. Chipman gets our MVP, a 4-hitter through 8. 2 runs, 1 was earned. He walked 2 and struck out 6. Roy Smalley, 3 for 4, 2 doubles. Andy Pafko, 2 for 3, a homer and 3 RBI. Burkeen pitched okay. He didn't pitch great. 7 innings, 7 hits, 6 runs, 4 earned, a homer. He walked 4 and struck out 5. Nothing else is going to count for the day. So that'll do. 2 hours and 5 minutes of baseball for you. Happy day for the Dodgers. So Thursday at noon, the serve is on their racket. The Dodgers and Don Newcomb beat the Phillies. They're going to the World Series. We'll have it for you at noon Eastern, 9 Pacific. If the Phillies beat the Dodgers on Thursday, then we'll do another Cubs and Cardinals game, and that would be Cardinals win to force a playoff. That was fun. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you Thursday.